You're not tuning in with BG from your mobile device, airways, or maybe even your TV. Yeah. The real, the fake, the money, the power, respect. Even tough tops that might just leave you upset. The old, the young, that talk out the side of their neck. What separates just being good from the best? I did what I did, so I really don't have no regrets. Maybe real estate, cause we got a lot to address. Giving people their flowers before they get put to rest. If we disagree, just know that I still want you blessed.
Hey, Dad.
What's up?
What we talking about?
Come on, man.
I hope you get the shit.
Toss it up.
Get out the shit.
Get started. More life, bro. Good show.
Always up.
Let's get right to it. Welcome back to episode 15 of BG. What we talking about? I got my brother with me, man. It's been a minute since you've been on here with me, dog. How you been, man?
I've been cooling, bro. You know, maintaining, staying out the way.
The weather's still good down there?
No, you see, I got a hoodie on. Shit, it's just a little wet. It's raining a little bit.
Oh,
you know,
rain,
it's chilly,
rain.
getting chilly.
It ain't chilly till you come over here. You know, it's actually chilly over here. Like, it's actually cold. Like my hoodie.
At night now, all of a sudden, it's just you be like, oh.
At night. In the daytime, nighttime, morning, the evening, it's chilly here almost every day now. But I like it, man. It make it feel like it's fall. You know what I mean, down there in San Antonio, it don't be feeling like wintertime at all.
Right.
All. Hey, man. I want to get started just on one topic specifically because I've been holding off on talking about this for the last 2 weeks. For the last week and a half. Power finally ended, dog. Power Book 2, Season 4, and this is apparently the last season. But the one problem I got with 50 and them is they knew this was the last season, but they didn't close out no story. Well, I don't want to say nothing. They didn't close out a lot of stories, and they left a lot of stories to be had. How'd you like the finale, and how'd you like the last season, period?
That season was straight, but it was like I told you, that last episode was mid to like the last 10 minutes to me. I think it could have been a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, as in trigger play and all that, make it more believable, you know.
It was quite a bit of trigger play in the last episode.
I'm just speaking on my opinion though. You know how much we talk about power and go back and forth of, you know, how we be seeing stuff coming and, you know, things like that. But I mean, it ended well, but it could have been better. But that last part, opening up, to me, I feel it's gonna open up 3 more different.
That's what I'm saying. They opened up so many spinoffs could be had off of that last episode. That last episode left a lot of spinoffs. I think one to me is clearly maybe Diana about to try to be the new Monet. The way they set it up for her to end, it looked like she could keep going. It looked like Drew's character's over. He's going to Paris to go chase his dream. Kane's on the run. Kane gonna be on the run. You know what I didn't like? I don't like the ending part for Effie and Bree. Like I get where Tariq is coming from. Tariq is saying, look, dog, the less people I have is my right. I can't have nobody as my right hand. Plausible deniability. If I only know certain things, if only certain people get to talk to me, then I keep myself safer. If you my number 2,
mistakes,
and I gotta run through you, we gotta run through each other. I'm always pissing you off when I make decisions without you. Look, I'd rather it just be me. I love you so much, brother, but you know what? To keep you safe and to make it safer for me, you know what? You ain't my number 2 no more. You just the guy that worked for me. I hate that ending for Brayton, dog, because Brayton was riding non-stop for 4 straight years of college, and they still ain't graduate, by the way. You remember this started because Tariq had to go to school to inherit Ghost money.
Right.
This is the 4th season, so that means graduation time should be coming. But I don't think nobody graduated. I don't think they graduated.
3 things is the aspect of real life. Look at it. He learned from his mistakes.
And that's why I said I
Not only
understood.
did
I
it, not
understood.
only did he learn from his mistakes, he learned having a personal relationship with both of them, where they stand and what they're gonna do.
Mhm.
So I take that as he's like, okay, now I know how to deal with you, and this how it's gonna be. We're gonna straight stick to the money. We ain't even gonna get personally involved no more, because us getting personally involved, look what all has happened in the past leading up till now.
But just like let's just put us in that position. Me and you in that position. You could be Tariq, I'll be free. We got too much history together for me to just be a worker now. Like we got way too much. Like you're gonna address me as just that. Like just a week ago, we was making decisions for this organization together, and now a week later, now I'm just yes, boss.
But
Here I
see,
come,
the difference
coming to pick up
between
the
me and
pack.
you is we have conversations to be able to sit down and have accountability for ourselves and each other. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? How we see in bits and pieces of how we only see what they showing us. So again, with what we've seen, especially this last particular season, these episodes of how both of them act and what they do. She's still in love with him, but now she in love with Kane, and now she's stuck in the middle. And Braden, you know, he can't keep his nose clean,
So
and
that was
then he
my
want to
question.
react, and
That
then
was
he
gonna
want
be
to
my question.
react like
That was
that.
gonna be my
Like, come
question.
on,
Do you
bro.
think Tariq would have felt this way if Brayton ain't start playing with his nose?
No, look what happened when he started playing with
That,
his
and that's
nose.
and I think that was the main deciding factor. I think he knew that Brayton was always going to choose him over everybody else. He was always going to ride with Tariq. He was never going to fold when it came time. He folded on his family before he folded on Tariq. So he knew he was loyal. He knew he
Right.
was super duper loyal. But loyalty can only take you so far if you ain't reliable. Yeah, you always got my back. But if you got my back and you doing dumb shit while you got my back, you really ain't got my back. You know what I mean? So
Thing too
that was a
is
question I wanted to ask you. Did you think that
your
it was the
vices.
nose candy?
Your
Yeah.
vices. If your vices get in the way of what we got going on, then if we didn't had a conversation once, we had a conversation twice. Now we had a conversation 3 times, and you still ain't, you know what I'm saying, got in line and straight back to business, then okay. Again, now I know how I got to deal with you. Not saying that that's the where, I mean, yes, that ended right there, what we seen, but in the future spin offs, if they do, you know what I'm saying, have some with Braden and they still, he gonna have to show and prove that, hey man, you know what I'm saying, my vice ain't gonna get away of not only what he said. I try to have some with my brother. Okay, well, you let your vice get in between what you have with your brother. Now, if you willing to, you know what I'm saying, own up to it, cut that shit out, and we get back to how we was, then, you know what I'm saying, things it'll change. Just like how you just used the example with me and you, or me and you and whoever, anybody else. You know what I'm saying? If things get in between the way of us keeping that brotherly, sisterly love that we got for each other, if you're not really to take accountability and responsibility for what you're doing, then you can't question me how I'm dealing with you.
I
Because
think
I
it was
would want the same shit. I would
I
want
think
you
it
to
was
deal with me
also
like, hey, bro, you need to get it together.
I think it was also a cool full circle moment because it also showed what he learned from his dad. They turned
Mhm.
Braden into Tommy. And
Right.
not saying Tommy was the reason things went wrong for Ghost, but a lot of times Tommy was the reason, and a lot of times it was because messing with his nose. So I think it was cool that they showed. Look, I even learned. Look, my love for my brother. I can't. I might have to love you from afar when it comes to this business because you messing with the business. So yeah, I I was loving that part of it. I think hands down, I'm gonna ask your opinion, and I think it's clear cut to me who the answer is. Who was on the phone with Tariq?
I was just about to ask you that
Who was on
question.
the phone with Tariq? Because
me,
I think it's clear cut who it is. It's obvious who it is.
Tommy, you think?
1000%.
To me, it could be either Tommy. I honestly think it could be, now that we just spoke about Braden, the fact that Braden could be off doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? As he said, he got him running the street, the fight clubs and whatever else. He could be like, hey, something then popped off. He need, you know what I'm saying? He need Rick to show up. You know what I'm saying?
I think it makes sense that
Or it could always it could be, and you might disagree, but then it could be Diana as well, that she didn't got into something and boom.
and that it could be. Now, those are the two options to me. I think it has to be either Tommy or it's Diana. We family no matter what. You know, I always pick up for you, blah, blah, blah. That sounds like a Tommy thing. But then because it was this season, you thinking, well, maybe Tom had passed and Diana hit him up and she really is in the game. Maybe they're gonna do a show where she's the queen pin and he gotta come do whatever. But I say it's clear cut Tommy because obviously Tommy's about to go into filming in a little couple days, in a little while. It'll be filming soon. So it just made sense that even though we hate that book 2 is done, we can spin Tariq into Force because Tariq has a connection with Force because Force played off of the original Power. And it just makes sense that, all right, well, since we're probably not going to see Tariq out, well, we're not going to see Tariq as the leading man in Power again because it looks like that's over. It only makes sense for them to just roll him into Force, in my opinion. I just think it made too much sense. Like that's definitely Tommy. Tommy got some shit going on. It made me want to go back and watch the last episode of Force. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna watch the last episode of Force to see if when that ended, did it seem like Tommy ran into some shit where it was like, yo, he's about to have to go to war and he needs somebody from out of town to go to war with him because it can't be somebody from Chicago. I gotta watch that to see. I can't remember exactly how Force ended, but I really got a feeling that it's Tommy. Like it only makes sense. Like why would they do anybody else? Why would they do anybody else?
It's one of them three. I say it's one of them three. I don't necessarily feel that it's 100% Tommy. I mean, I feel that it's one of them three because again, like how you walked off with both of them, and the fact that with Diana that it could be one of them three.
Yeah,
Well, we may even know it might be something with Effie. You never know. But again, like I said,
the only wait before you go. The only reason I'll cut off Effie is because how they kind of concentrate on the words "we family no matter what. We always gonna be family." It's somebody that he's called family. I don't know if he's ever called the Effie family. Yes, she was in the family, the group, but I don't think he ever held her. Obviously, when he was smashing. If he ever held her that close to say, "Yo, that's family right there. No matter what, she'll drop whatever for me. I'll drop whatever for her." I don't know if they that close. I don't know if they that close.
But I'm saying what we see though, what we see, everything that everybody played their part, no matter wanting to be involved. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. But that's 50 for you. That like I like how that ended. You know what I'm saying? It gave you.
This is why I say it's Tommy.
Us thinkers.
This is my other reason for saying it's Tommy. I don't think it could be Diana or Effie because why do that at the end of the episode when just the scene before, 30 seconds before, we just saw Effie? A minute and a half before we just saw Diana. So it just wouldn't make sense for it to be somebody from this season. It doesn't make sense for it. You know what I mean? Why would that phone call happen? We just saw what was a sense of Diana's ending. We just saw what was the sense of Effie's ending. Not ending, but end of the episode, end of the season. We already saw that end moment. Diana's, no kidding, end moment was that. standing at the head of the table with that blank face. That was her, yo, this was my send off for Power. So I just don't feel like it would make sense that he got a call from her. You know what I mean? Yes, they didn't tell us how how long
I
it
was
had
just about to
been.
say that.
They didn't
I
tell
was
us
just
how
about to
long
say
it had
that.
been. But I'm not a writer, and I've never produced one of the greatest shows ever.
Mm.
But if I was a writer, I don't think I would have him get a call from somebody we just ended their character with. And I hate to say the word ended their character because I don't think they ended anybody outside of Drew. I think no matter what, Drew can't really have a spinoff. Everybody else's ending can have a spinoff, in my opinion. So it's like, why have one of them call him? It just didn't make sense to me. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I'm sad to see Book 2 go, man. I remember when Book 2 got announced after original Power went off. Obviously, everybody in the world hated Tariq because he killed Ghost. And I wasn't interested in a Tariq storyline at all. I remember when they said his was the first one coming out. I said, why Tariq? Like, don't nobody give a damn about Tariq. Man, hats off and salute to that cast. It was some shaky acting. Mary J. Blige wasn't the best. Zeke wasn't the best before they killed him. But just the overall storyline over the last 4 seasons, man, I thoroughly enjoyed Power Book 2. Thoroughly enjoyed Power Book 2.
I can agree. Because, like you said in the beginning, like Tariq, like, man, this lame
I
ass
went
nigga.
into it. I went into
And
it not
then you
wanting.
remember in the beginning when we first, you know what I'm saying, started talking about when it first was starting. I'm like, I'm getting tired of this dude. Like, there ain't no way that this
I'm
dude,
tell-
really
it,
that. And
it is the black
you know what I'm
people's
saying? But
way. It is the weirdest thing that black people do. I'm gonna say black people because I can only speak for my people. We get so attached to these TV characters. We really ain't rock with you, Tariq. You killed ghosts. Like, it's
right,
people that believe in their heart that you ended the original Power. Like you did it. You did it. I don't care who wrote it. You pulled the trigger. So like I think everybody was attached to the fact that we hate Tariq, how rebellious he was, how bad of a kid he was. Technically, at the time, look, you got a dad that's willing to give you anything. You got everything. You got a silver spoon, and you don't want the silver spoon. Why don't you just eat from this silver spoon? So people hated that, like, dog, you got everything handed to you. You still an asshole. So I think that's why people was like, I don't want to watch him. Then man, did they kill it, man. They killed it, man. I really enjoyed Power Book 2. Power Book 2 was really good. What
feel that
say-
it's gonna be something that 50 come up with to where all the characters that are alive are gonna have some type of reunion where they all like later down the line, you know what I'm saying, got the empire going on and they still, you know what I mean?
too many people want to kill each other. That season ain't gonna last long. That
No,
season
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
saying
last
no no
long.
no 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 no. I ain't saying like being at each other's throats. I'm saying as in all what has been set in stone of all what we have watched from both the you know what I'm saying power original
They
power
definitely
and
they
Tariq.
definitely got some
Because you
doors to
Latasha,
pull. Yeah,
Tommy,
they got some
I'm
doors.
saying like
They
that to
got
where
doors.
it they let bygones be bygones, and as he said at the end of
Money,
always
money,
being family.
money, money. You realize that Two Bit came and robbed Tariq, stole his car. Then Tariq came and stole his car back, and we never saw Two Bit.
To
And
sell it.
Two Bit just said, "Fuck it." Like, all right, he got it. Damn. And
Right, right.
that's my only problem. That's literally my only complaint about this last season is I just feel like they left so many doors open still. It's so many doors open, and they even opened more doors. So it it made me mad, but it kind of gave me hope because it gave me hope that um 50 is going to figure out his studio situation, step away from stars, and maybe he can keep this ball rolling. I mean, even if it's not book 2, like I said, he opened up a lot of doors for characters within book 2 to have spinoffs. So We'll see, man. I look forward to it. I look forward to it for real. But you know what? I got an issue. Well, before we talk about my issue, where you rank book 2 in the Power universe? Not this season, book 2 period. So you got Power, you got Power book 2, which is
Say
Tariq.
number 3.
You
Because
say
you know, the timing all day, like that's number 2 to me. I mean, the
not
original goes,
fair.
but
Y'all
timing,
can't
like
y'all can't see his background because he got the blurred background on right now. But my guy represents Chicago very
they
well.
see it
So
on my chest.
if it
They see
was
it on my chest.
if it was a series solely located in Philadelphia, I probably would say the same. But
And let me
for
and let's be clear. Me being from Chicago, the fact that the Shy and Tommy Spinall is the only, to me, most authentic and close to
true to the city,
representation
mhm.
of where I'm from. So I fuck with Tommy the long way. As you said, we came in the Claire's like we know the characters, like we know them and all that.
Mhm.
Like his persona, how he is, but then being in my city and what he did and how he did it, like is it's hats off to them. So
Oh yeah, they
I
killed
like
it.
I said with Tariq, he number 3. You? It ain't even there.
Hey, quiet as kept. You know, like the mic argument. Ooh, perfect. I'm talking to a Chicago fan. Some things can't be appreciated until you've seen the greatest version. You saw the greatest version, and it kind of makes you never want to let go of that version right there. That version right there is just so hard to let go of. I know what I'm seeing now is amazing, but this is what started it. Damn, man. Damn, Ghost, you did. If you take away the bad acting in book 2, book 2 could possibly be better than original Power.
Oh no. Uh-uh. Ain't no way.
I know it's not the best take ever. I know it's not a popular take, but I really like Tariq Seasons, dog. I really like Tariq Seasons, dog. That was one of the ones. I feel like they numbers might be higher than all of them too. I had to look that up, but they numbers might more people might watch this one than the original was a slow burn. Because you know when the original came out, a lot of people wasn't rocking with it. I rocked with it from the beginning because I never forget. I got it on DVD when the first season came out. Bootleg, obviously. Uh, Somebody in Philly, don't worry about it. I won't tell you no names. But I got a bootleg of it, and I was like, damn, that first episode was fire. Damn. I said, what channel this on? This on like Cinemax or something? Because you know they were showing, as kids, the only time you seen titties, excuse my language, was on HBO and Cinemax. So when I saw it, they're like, no, it's on Stars. I'm like, I ain't got Stars. This is before I knew what Stars was. So only way I could watch it was to watch it when after it was over and get the bootleg. Man, I was waiting for them. Season 1 and season 2, I watched just on bootleg, and then I just had to bite the bullet and get the Stars at because I thought it was amazing. I watched a clip the other day. Damn, I forgot his name. Braden. Braden, the whatever his real name is. Powell, whatever his real name is. Excuse me for getting it wrong. Somebody had asked him, does it ever make you guys mad that you guys aren't ever nominated for any big awards and you guys aren't on TV every day? Like people that were on those no kidding sitcoms in the 90s or TV shows in the 90s, if they killed their role, clockwork. You seeing them in this series this week, and in 6 months they on another series that you couldn't get them off your TV. These people stayed on your screen. Outside of Power, why aren't they getting these roles? Why aren't they getting the accolades that they deserve as far as their viewership is higher than some of these shows, like triple, quadruple time these shows that are winning all of these Emmys and what's the TV? Is the Emmys the TV show awards? The Emmys, right? all of these shows that's winning it, but more people are watching Power. Do you know that Power doesn't have enemy? Did you know that? And this is me only echoing what he said. This is not BG saying he knows the facts. After I heard him say it, I said, "There's no way they don't have one." So I looked it up. They don't have one. You know who else doesn't have one? Money. Snowfall. You know who else doesn't have one? You ready for this one?
Why?
BG's all-time favorite TV show,
Why?
The Wire. I know the common denominator, so I'm not going to say what the common denominator is, but why is that? I feel like these actors are playing roles to the point where you feel like I felt like Stringer Bell, Idris Elba was from Baltimore when I watched The Wire. It was some of the best acting I've ever seen, and it told a really grimy story about a grimy city, but in the best way that they could and very authentic. It was the most authentic show in the history for me. I know that's the shy for you. But why is it that these guys, now I can't say The Wire because most of the guys that was on The Wire got big deals eventually. They all were box office at some point. Not all, but a lot of them were box office at some point. But Snowfall, why are they not getting more awards? Power? How are they not? I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying they should win. A lot of times they not even up there against some of these shows that are on HBO. The shows that get a lot of love, rightfully so. I'm not saying that these shows aren't good. I'm not saying that. But if the numbers are showing you how many people are tuning into this, how many people are tuning into that, maybe you should look at this a little bit harder and say, maybe this acting is good. Maybe this might be some of the best television we've seen. It just irks me, and I did not realize.
It's not their reality. It's our reality. We know where we come from. Not saying we live that life. No, we are very, successful fathers, military veterans, have seen the world. We come from places like that. We know people in real life that's like that. So that's our reality. That's not their reality. So, of course, something that's not their reality, they're not going to entertain or pay attention to or award something that has no concern with them. It's not making them money either. So, of course.
But it's making the people
that's the answer.
It's making people at HBO, it's making the people at Stars, making the people at all of these networks, it's making them money. So why aren't they pushing it? Like, hey, yo, we noticed that our show ain't get a nomination this year. Let me show you the numbers compared to the shows that y'all did pick. Why aren't they fighting for it? It just baffles me. When I found that out, I said, all right, hold up, that ain't no way. No, they definitely gave Dams and Idris something for Snowfall recently. Like, they definitely did. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, God, no, they didn't. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
So, something else that we could touch on is
no, did it?
They're not involved with the industry. They're not involved with all that, all the, everything that's out today with, as they say, call it Hollyweird. Not Hollywood, Hollyweird. All that weird shit that go on and all that other type stuff. They're not part of the people that have put these things together. Are not part of that, as they say, the good old boys club. They're not part of that, the group or that environment. You know what I'm saying? So that would explain it as well.
It's just sad, man. It's sad because, like I said, I don't really follow TV show awards like that. Like it didn't bother me before because I just didn't know. But now that I know, I'm like, how? Like, how is that even possible to tell me that some of the greatest acting I've seen. There's some bad acting in there too, but put like this: there was no bad acting in The Wire. We could argue, all right, Power has some bullshit actors in it. Power has some bullshit actors. And speaking of bullshit acting,
You're
hold
right.
up. I gotta stick to bullshit acting because I gotta address you real quick. Dog, the internet is undefeated, dog. Why they sliding on your man Dirk like that, dog? Why they doing like that, dog? This is the problem.
Who
Before
you
you
say?
answer, Dirk. Before you answer,
Oh,
let me explain something to y'all. Real hood people. I won't say the word. Real hood guys can't act hood. So they
right.
like everybody getting on Dirk for how he acted in Power when they ran down on at Noma's spot before they hit Noma, but when they got a daughter and they freeze framing how he was walking, how he was shooting. I said, be clear. You can't tell a street dude to act street.
Right.
It's gonna look weird. I'm pretty sure that was the first time somebody
He get no, no lessons. They
somebody
ain't, you know what I'm
handed
saying? Like,
Dirk a Draco and said, "Hey, I need
right.
you to act like you're mad at these people and kill them. Act." So I'm not gonna be as hard. No Diddy, I'm not gonna be as hard on Dirk. I understand that trying to act like a shooter when you've been a shooter can be weird. I can
Very
imagine.
much so.
I can imagine
Because
how weird
you
that
got
was.
somebody else behind you or around you telling you from there what they wanted, how they wanted to look instead of it being
Exactly, dog.
authentic
Exactly.
and you being whoever you are. Like that, like you said, it's hard to you to betray something that you already are, but
I'm
then
not.
when you got all these eyes on you, well, no, that wasn't like, dude,
I'm not saying.
you
I'm
have
not
no
saying.
idea.
I'm not saying that Dirk has been in that situation before. But what I will say that within that exact situation, you're not acting. You're reacting to everything. He wasn't reacting on camera. He was acting. So it's a difference. It's a difference. He did look a little shaky. But he looked a little shaky, but I understand why he looked. Let me leave Dirk alone, man.
Those who know, and
That's what I'm
those who
saying.
don't,
And that's why I
you know what
wasn't
I'm
even
saying?
like, I looked at it, I laughed. I'm like, oh, they crazy, dog. Why they tripping on Dirk like that? But I'm like, let's be clear. Like, he was acting. You're telling a street guy to act street.
But the thing
I-
with me
I-
with that is, how they gonna bring bruh in like the last two like, come on, that don't even.
That was another thing. It was a lot of wasted time on this season. What was the purpose of focusing on Denise so much with Detective Carter? Why do we give a shit about his excuse me, because I mean, well, it's acting, so I can say it. Why do we give a shit about his dead wife? Why was that such a focus? And they kept focusing on it even into the last episode when Effie and Brayton was in the crib. Oh, look, I think he's infatuated with his
Right,
dead
right,
wife. Like,
right,
why they
right.
kept talking about that? Like, where did what's her name? What's Angela's sister name? Paz. Where
Pause, yeah.
Paz go? Paz said, "Hey, Detective Carter, look, I need you to get to Tariq St. Patrick. I know Tariq St. Patrick killed my son. I know he killed my son. Daddy killed my daughter. I mean, my sister." She just vanished after she asked him. We never heard from Paz again. It was just so much wasted time in this season. When you
I
got 10
honestly
episodes
think
and you know it's the end, don't waste time. Why you waste so much time?
I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna let it be. I honestly think they rushed it. Like I don't think because again, just how I said that last episode, I honestly and I'm pretty sure you feel as well. Other episodes that we watched, we looking at each other like, man, what the hell was that?
But
Like
y'all so
it
much
could have
pointless
been put
stuff.
it could have been put together a lot better. And that's when you said too with the bad acting, you know what I'm saying? The situations being brought up that we like, why are we still on this? Why we ain't moved
Could
on?
it
And
could it
again,
have
that's why I had to disagree with you, as in when you say this one without the bad acting. that it could be better than original power because original power they gave us that broadened horizon. They gave us that full aspect, that full picture of everything and who involved. Did like
I
I
know what
said,
it is.
this one
I know what it is. I know
it
what it is.
like,
I know what it is.
but just
I
like
know
he said,
why.
I feel
I,
too that
I
he
think
was
I like
trying to
this one.
hurry up and get it done.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying,
agree
and
with that.
not deal with stars no more. Now that he got his own, you know what I'm saying,
I think I
everything
like
ready,
this
he
one.
can run
I
it
think I like this
how
one
he
because
wants to.
it was so many, I hate to say the word main, but there was so many main characters.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like original power had as many. And they did have a lot, but the original power had a lot of cop characters. So they had to go to the DA office a lot. They was doing the DA scenes a lot. They was doing police scenes a lot. I want to see the people on the street. So I think that's why I liked it a little bit more because I feel like Power Book 2 had more main street characters rather than judges and lawyers and police officers. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I
No,
think
I
that's
do.
why I like that. I think that's why I liked it a little bit. We've been on here for 36 minutes and we ain't talk about sports yet. I want to talk about sports for about a couple minutes with you, just for a couple minutes. I want to get your temperature, dog. Usually when I be talking to you, man, you've been a down soul these last couple years, man.
Be pissed
Coaching
off.
was coaching was bad in Chicago.
It
The
still is bad.
quarterback play looked subpar. They wouldn't get the right weapons. How you feeling about your Bears right now, man?
Us being third in the NFC North to me don't mean nothing. And I'm gonna say this:
It doesn't because all four teams is good, in my opinion. All four teams is good.
our coach is still trash.
Right.
He's a defense coach. He number one, look at, and I'm gonna get off the Bears real quick, but then right back on as y'all say, no Diddy or whatever you want to call it. Justin Fields. Look what Justin Fields doing in Pittsburgh. We could have kept that man. He's seasoned. He know what he's doing. All right, like come on, man. Anyway, it's the
I really
coach. It's not the players. We didn't got all these weapons. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten more of what we have been needing for years. I'm gonna say since I was a shorty with Jim McMahon. Now, all we ever been focused on is the quarterback, and we not even get on talk about Jay Cutler's lame ass how he screwed up everything with us. But
hold on.
we have hold on,
Wait.
wait.
No. I have to interrupt you. I have to. Did you hear about your man today?
Who?
My man texted me and said, "This is the most obvious headline in history." Apparently, Jay Cutler got locked up today, DUI. They said this is the most unshocking headline in history. No shit. But go ahead. I'm sorry, but you brought up Jay Cutler.
We
That
had
made me
we
think
had
about it today.
individual superstars. Let's not even talk about I forgot his name, but Urlacher comes to mind. But the one wide receiver that we got rid of that went to Atlanta, I don't even know where yet. Devin, what is it?
Devin Hester.
Hester. Then we got rid of Montgomery. We have had them guys on our team, and we had to let them go because we didn't have what we needed to succeed as a team.
Around him, yeah. Y'all wasn't putting the right pieces around him. Y'all had,
Now we
like you
have these
said, y'all had
pieces
individual
together.
talent.
As you see, it ain't the players, it's the staff. Then this new offensive coordinator, that dude, young as I don't know what. But anyway, don't get me wrong. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but it could be better. What Caleb, he's making rookie mistakes. But we're
As he
not gonna
should.
talk. Let's not leave out DeAndre Swift. We ain't also not gonna leave out DJ Moore and that other rookie with the blonde. I don't know his name with the blonde hair, the kind of tall dude, the other wide receiver. I don't know his name off the top of my head.
Rome
But
Tuesday.
we have who we need, but that coach need to go. I've been saying this the last 3 years. He is our demise. He needs to go.
I think there's a
We need
little
somebody else
his
that is
bigger motive.
willing. to let the players play their game, but manage the team.
So you brought up Justin Fields a second ago. I don't know if you've heard this yet, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-2 under Justin Fields. He already has more wins. Well, has the same amount of wins as a starter. I think that he had with Chicago. I think he had 4 wins with Chicago, and he's already got 4 wins this season. I've always believed in Justin Fields. Me and you've had conversations about how we felt like they just not letting him play his brand of football and putting him in a position to win. We've had these conversations. So it was definitely a blessing seeing him go to Pittsburgh and be under Mike Tomlin. And then lo and behold, Russell Wilson's not ready to play early on. Justin Fields, you have to start. Justin Fields, as I mentioned before, are 4-2. All week, Mike Tomlin has still refused to say who it is, but he's saying that Russell Wilson could be the starter next week. Do you think it's right, man? I don't want to say string this kid along because, I mean, I know when he went there, he knew he was going to be the backup, knowing Russell Wilson is the starter. But he got hurt. I played, and I have us at 4-2. Would you switch up your quarterback right now, 4-2? And the reason I agree with your no is one thing you know for sure is Russell Wilson is not your future. He could be your now. He could be your next year. Hell, the best case scenario, he could be your next 3 years. This year, next year, and a year after. Best case scenario. But you know for a fact that one way or another, Justin Fields is going to have to be your future. So if you had to give your future a chance early just because of injury and it's working, why would you even consider changing? I hate this for Justin Fields, man. It's so messed up.
That's
It's so
dumb.
messed up.
That's dumb as hell to me. And then where they don't see where they will take some of the spark out of bruh is he's been showing and proving working with how they letting him work. But Russell Wilson can be on this side. Thompson can be on this side. Let him soak up all that game while he playing. So y'all molding him into to be that dude. You take him out, then you limited him.
My thing
Like
is,
again, what he
you're
showed and
not playing
proved.
for a Super Bowl.
He
You're
showed
not
and
playing for a
proved
Super Bowl.
what they stats is right now.
Yeah, you know you're not competing
He's
for a
showing
Super
and
Bowl.
proving.
So why are you playing the guy to maybe be the better decision for right now? Russell Wilson might be the best decision for right now. He might be. We don't know. He's more seasoned. He's a proven winner. He might be the better decision. But if what you have is working, because technically 4-2 is 4-2. I don't care how the 4-2 come, you're 4-2. If it's working, why would you disrupt that when you know at some point Justin Fields is probably your future? So why not let him get that game time? Hey, even if it goes south, if it goes south, it goes south. I don't think anybody in that
That's
Pittsburgh
another.
locker room thinks they win a Super Bowl. So why not just say, hey, let's get better for the next 2 years to maybe be able to compete for a Super Bowl, rather than tinker with our quarterback every week. We got a different. Every other month we decide which one do we want. I don't like it, man, and I hate it for Justin Fields because I love that this was a fresh start for Justin Fields. Uh, Again, because Russell Wilson got hurt, Justin Fields had to play early, but he played and he did okay, and he's winning. Don't fucking take this kid's confidence
Two
away
things though with that.
just like that, and now he's not starting no more.
Two things with that with me. You do it again, you're gonna take some spark away from bro because y'all doing not saying taking him out, but then y'all limiting him the same thing what we was doing. Y'all wouldn't let him play his game. So if he
But
produced,
The one thing I will say, they have been letting them play.
Wait,
Though.
hold on, wait.
They have
Let,
been
let me
letting them
finish
play.
though. Let me finish though. Not producing. Like as they say, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Okay, boom. But then that was part of the contract. That was part of the trade that he had to get a certain amount of starts or a certain amount of plays being played for them for that money and everything else that was involved when they sat at the table. I will say that was pieces to it.
And I understand the
So they
business
holding up their
side,
end, but again,
but it's
they
still.
be the one, like you said, that why do all that and then take them off? Like, but anyway.
I don't think it's the right move at all, man. I really don't think it's the right move to even consider Russell Wilson right now. Now, if Justin Fields is 3-3 or 2-4, maybe. But at 4-2, you don't just switch up your starting quarterback just because the guy was projected to be a starter at the beginning of the year. If it was Patrick Mahomes, yeah, I do it. Sorry, appreciate you, Justin Fields. Thank you for getting us to 4-2. But
I'm tired of hearing and
but,
seeing them.
but
Like
Russell
I don't
Wilson
even want to
just ain't
see them no
Russell
more or hear
Wilson just
about them.
ain't it to me to be saying, yeah, my 4-2 quarterback, he held it down for a while. Now it's time to put Russell back in. Like he's not about to make y'all better than what Justin Fields is, in my opinion. I don't know if they're 4-2 if Russell Wilson is starting. So I really don't like that, man. I really
So
don't.
one more thing on the Bears, and then I'm gonna ask you why you don't have a Philly hat on, or why you ain't got nothing Philly on. You repping New York right now. That's very
I had a
peculiar,
funny
my guy.
I had a funny
But
situation with
wait.
that.
Let me say this
I
and
ain't
then
cutting
we'll
you
get
off.
to
I'm just letting you know I had a funny
that.
situation
Let me
with
say that again to this. But if we don't get to the playoffs this year, I guarantee you, come next season, we're gonna be something to reckon with. All they need to do is find a mode with each other. You know what I'm saying? Especially Caleb, he can find his mode. As you see, every game he's prospering. He's learning from his mistakes and everything else. To me, I didn't follow him in college, so I don't know what he played and what he was on. You know, you can tell me more, and other people know more about that than me. I watched and paid attention to Justin, so you know what I mean, the whole season, all that. But I'm saying this, that from our defense to our offense, once they get in sync, as we say, bear down, we're gonna be something to reckon with when that happens. We gonna be something to reckon with when that happens. But my man, again, why you got a New York hat on?
Hey man, let me tell my quick story about this today. So it was funny because when I went to the grocery store earlier today and I walked past the dude and he's obviously a New Yorker. I could tell by his accent. He goes, "Go Yankees." I said, "Oh my bad, I ain't no Yankees fan." He was like, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a Phillies fan." He was like, "Ah, you guys, oh you guys lost already." I said, "Good one, huh?" And yeah. But let me explain something to y'all. When are we going to accept the fact that a blue Yankee is not like this is the one hat that anybody can wear? Like it don't matter. I'm sorry. Unless you
I've never worn a
unless
Yankee
you're
hat
from
ever in my
Boston,
life.
this is the one hat that's acceptable if you're a fan of another team. Unless you're Boston, Boston people would never wear this shit. But like, it's universal. New blue Yankee on. Who but me? You're like, come on, man. I made a Yankee hat more famous than the Yankee can. My favorite rapper is Hove, y'all. My favorite rapper all time is Hove. Of course, I got a Yankee on. I'm a Phillies fan, and I think he was thinking, oh, he got a Yankees hat on because you know the Yankees in the playoffs right now. Phillies gone. But the Yankees in the playoffs right now, so he saw my hey, go Yanks. I said, no, I'm a Phillies fan, bro. He was like, oh. I said, yeah. But yeah, that's the only reason I got it on, man. Don't be calling me out. You see behind me.
What's
Don't
up
be
with
doing
y'all though, man? My distant cousins. You know, y'all, my distant cousins and the Saints. And I ain't like both y'all teams right now. To me, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm usually the one, the disgruntled and angry and whatever else. And you and DG, Roe and other, you know what I'm saying, my Saints family, they be on my horn like, man, what's going on? Y'all in the bear trap. Like, what's going on? Now I'm saying, like, what's going on with y'all? Because, man, it ain't looking too good.
Jalen Hurts, as long as he got the ball in his hands, he's prone to make a mistake. He's prone to throw interception. Coaching's bad. We got all the talent in the world, but we got bad coaches, man. We got bad coaches, and we got a quarterback who at times can be a little trash. I'm not going to say you trash Jalen Hurts, but at times you can be trash. We're going to be all right, though, man. We're going to be all right. We got the Giants this week. I feel like we clean up the Giants and we get back into the winning ways. We're going to be 4-3. We're going to be 4-3, and that's fine. 4-3 is fine after 7 games. But am I concerned with how we look so far? Yes. We're the only team in the NFL that has not scored 1 point in the first quarter. 1 point. We haven't scored
that last game. I was like,
we haven't scored a point in the first quarter. So I'm definitely concerned with the way we look. But I think we'll figure it out. I hope we'll figure it out. I've seen worse teams figure it out. I've seen worse Eagles teams figure it out. So I'm still hopeful.
Real quick, from the outside looking in, you don't feel that the coaching is not the staff is like we were just talking about what happened with Justin Fields. You don't feel that, excuse me, they not letting him play his game?
Oh no, the staff is problem number one. Staff is problem number one. But also, you're still a quarterback, and just because they call a play doesn't mean make a bad pass. He makes bad decisions, money. That's my issue. Yes, the play call could be bad. The play call could not be favorable, but at least make the best out of that play call. And he just makes bad decisions, man. I love Jalen Hurts. That's my guy. As long as he's my quarterback, I'm a rock with him. But he definitely got to clean some stuff up, dog. He just turned the ball over too much, dog. There's no way with all of the weapons we got that we shouldn't have a touchdown in the first quarter. Like, there's no way. Like, at the end of the day, I can say coaching, I can say player. At the end of the day, there's no way we should be doing the way. With that much talent, we should not have scored in the first quarter. Losses is losses. But let's just go straight to that and wait. It's 15 minutes in a quarter. And we played 6 games. We haven't scored one time in the first quarter. Unacceptable, in my opinion.
Y'all gonna be on the big screen in this household, since we got a bye week. We ain't playing Sunday. So
yeah, we was on bye last week. We was on bye last. Y'all got the stage last week because y'all was in London. So y'all ain't had to compete with nobody. It was early morning and stuff. So y'all got to get all eyes on y'all. I know you was happy to see old bum ass Bears.
Well, we ain't never no bums now. We ain't no bums. We been struggling for some time, but we ain't never been no bums. Put some respect on when you say Chicago.
You right. I didn't say the bum ass Chicago Bears. I respect Chicago. I said the bum ass Bears. Hey man. Hey,
where we at with it now?
Me and my bro Luke, your bro Luke, we was talking about it the other day. I wish you could be here today to talk about it with me. Oh man. J. Cole finally said something about the beef. Said something, spoke up. He spoke some words about the beef, about why he chose to step away, what he feel, the reason he stepped away, what went on within the beef. I didn't like it. Wait, I loved it. I loved the song. I loved what J. Cole did, but what J. Cole really did was he tricked us. He gave us a fire J. Cole song. He gave us a fire J. Cole song. And then in the last verse, he addressed the beef. So he hid what he was gonna say in the third verse. And although you tricked me and made me like the song first, because I like the song, the substance about the beef I don't agree with. I don't agree with. At the end of the day, you've been saying time in and time out, I'm ready. If anybody wants to test this, we can do this. You've said that. Hey, as recent as before 7 minute drill, as recent as if everybody steppers, then everybody breakfast, and I'm about to clear off my plate. That was clearly a shot at Kendrick. Clear, like not you can't play around and say I wasn't talking about them. When I was talking about big steppers, I was no, you were talking about Kendrick. Second, it got to your doorstep, you bowed out, and in the moment, hip hop fan BG angry. Black man BG, protect your peace, bro. If this not where you at mentally, leave it alone. But for him to come out with, for this song to come out and him to say the things he said, yeah, cool. But you asked for this for a while. You said that I'm ready for this anytime anybody's ready for it. Can't all of a sudden tuck your tail because rap beef is different than it was in the 90s. Now we're gonna get personal. I want to out joke you. I want to embarrass you. I want to dig up dirt on you and put it out to the public. I'm sorry. That's what rap beef is now, man. Yes, I would love to see who truly is the better lyricist between Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. But they understand that the way you win the battle is by getting personal, talking crazy about people. Drake and Kendrick understood that assignment. They knew they had to take it somewhere where a lot of people don't want to take it. And Cole saying, "Hey, I would have lost a brother. That's my dog. I hear that. But you've been asking for it. So if you've been asking your brother for years, dog, I'm telling you, dog, I'll bust your ass on the court. I will bust your ass." And he keeps saying, "You ain't ready yet." Dog, I'm not, dog. Come on, we brothers. We not doing this, man. You getting better. You good. You right there with me. But I'll never get on that court with you. And the second he get on the court with you, now you scared? And I hate to say the word scared. Because I don't think Cole was scared. I think he was protecting his peace. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to, yo, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. No, you better than, oh, no, I'm. The only way to show is by going rap for rap. And in rap for rap, it's always going to be disses. So, sorry, you was going to either have to get down with that or bow out the way you did. I don't take his explanation for bowing out. I don't take that and be like, oh, all right, cool. Yeah, you good. I still look at him different because he didn't suit up for war. He didn't suit up. Prime example. Boys in the Hood. Cuba Gooding Jr. sound like he was with it until he got in the car. They start going. They start driving and he realized, whoa, it's real now. Oh, wait, it's real now. We still respected Cuba Gooding Jr., Trey, in the movie. I still respect you, Cole. You're still one of the best lyricists in the world. But if I was you, probably lean away from that best rapper. Because when it was time to show, backed out. How you feel, man?
Sticking to what I said in the beginning that when me, you, and Luke talked about, but I respect it totally when J. Cole did what he did. And I'm about to tell you more than one reason why. Your audience don't know me, but you know me personally. You know, when it comes down to any and everything, that there's no question that I'm with the shits. Everybody ain't like that. The audience, doing something for the audience rather than doing something because it's meaningful and that's what's in you. Just like the example you just used. The whole movie, we knew Cuba wasn't he wasn't on there. He was soft. He
But
thought
you
he was.
didn't think that about Cole, though, did you? You never would have thought Cole would have backed down.
Wait. You ain't let me, as they say, let them cook. You ain't let me cook. Them beans downstairs, by the way, that you said. I hope, you know what I'm saying, my stomach get fucked up. And I had runs and shit. But anyway, Cole, since he came in the game, been conscious. He ain't really been like shoulder to shoulder, neck to neck, toe to toe with anybody. Yes, the man's craft is extraordinary, period. But as the argument that me and you and Luke had about Drake, how Drake's persona, how he stole any and everything from everybody. Yes, entertainer wise, he's one of the best. Entertaining.
Who?
Drake. Entertaining. Being
But
an
he not,
entertainer.
wait,
Wait,
but he not,
let
but he not one of the best. What?
What do you mean? I didn't say he wasn't the best. I said as an entertainer, he is one of the best.
But you put emphasis on that as if he not
entertaining.
So he not one of the best rappers.
Again, how me and you, and even with Luke, he can't be here to stand on his argument. You know what I say is I'm from the old school of where I come from. I got a couple years on you. So the beef and everything that I'm used to, listening to the music and the realistic and being able to relate, as in just like we were talking about power, as in knowing reality or knowing what my reality is, and when you listen to music, knowing what your reality is and knowing what's theirs, as they are entertainers. They're being paid to entertain.
Okay.
Being paid to entertain. That's what they get paid to do.
I understand.
So, in the aspect of J. Cole, again, his wordplay, he got it down like can't nobody mess with him. But he's an entertainer. But since J. Cole came out, he's always been conscious. He wasn't in them streets or none of that. He has spoke about and mentioned everything. Just like Drake ain't from the streets. Kendrick's story is totally different. Totally different. He wasn't in the streets, but around him, he was in the streets. He wasn't doing nothing. But let me get back to what I was saying, though. In today's day and age, I'm a disabled veteran. Got PTSD. I got all type of issues. But when it comes down to it, hey, where I'm at, I need to be. But if it ain't for me, like you said, if it's messing up my peace and you're draining my energy, I'm gonna step away from that. I don't care who you or anybody else feel about it. And then if nobody, as being a grown adult, of knowing we have our own things, and then how this industry is pushing, that man said, I don't want to be a part of that. I respect that totally. He stepped off. Now, as a hip hop fan, even as a hip hop fan, I said, man, okay, I wanted to hear them bars and I'm ready to go toe to toe, but the aspect that it affected your spirit, your energy, and who you are personally before the entertainer, there's nothing I could say to take away from that. Because who am I? I don't know how you feel, just like you don't know how I feel or what people are going through.
I 100% agree with you when you say that. Protect your peace, J. Cole. But why wasn't he protecting his peace?
But wait,
in March.
So, like you said,
He was throwing shots too.
The last part, as you said, what did he say? Two of my friends, the blood is spilled. Now it's on me.
Uh-huh.
So he watched it everything, the spiel from both sides is on him. Not that he wanted to be in the middle, but he witnessed all but everything else. Again, thinking that as a black man, regardless if you're an entertainer, you're a 9 to 5 guy, you're a military man, you're in the corporate world, whatever the case may be. If it don't sit right with you, who are we to judge any of that?
And
But
that part I'm not judging.
it was bothering him. It was bothering him. I guarantee, I'm for sure it was bothering him. So he said, you know what? How I always been doing, put the beat on, and I'm gonna let it out and release it. And that's what he did. He let it out, be knowing like, hey, when it comes to these words and on the track, not beef. On the track, hey, you breakfast, lunch, and dinner on it. But when it comes to beef, I'm gonna choose the hot road and say, nah, I ain't gonna be on none of that. Because again, what happened? What we witnessed through the beef.
But the thing is,
they went the lowest. Everybody had something to say and pull from everybody.
But money. J. Cole ain't just jumping in hip hop last week.
I understand that.
J. Cole know what rap beef consists of. Tupac started his bars off. Tupac started his bars off. Fuck you, you fat motherfucker.
Somebody else. Tell me somebody else that J. Cole hasn't got in rap beef with.
Say it again.
Tell me who J. Cole
but that's the thing. It
has got in rap beef with.
It wasn't a rap beef though, money.
Answer the question.
They were diss tracks. I'm not answering it because I didn't ask him.
I'm
not asking him to beef with Kendrick. I'm asking him, you called this man out time after time, throwing slight little jabs. He was throwing slight little jabs at you. The second it was time to be pen against pen, you write your best thing about me and I write my best thing about you. You didn't want to go to war. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you when I say protect your peace. Protect your peace. Okay, we'll do it for the sport then. If you come out, if J. Cole come out and say, all right, look, I'm letting y'all know now, I'm about to say a bunch of stuff, and I don't mean it. I'm about to show y'all that I can out-lyric him. And it might get personal every once in a while, but I don't mean nothing behind this. I still love Kendrick. I want to show you the same way that if me and Luke, the one time me and Luke actually played one-on-one, so we was lick it up, don't get me wrong. But we was talking crazy to each other. He telling me he gonna bust my ass. No, I'll bust your ass. And then we got on the court and we didn't hold no punches. We played against each other as hard as we could. And afterwards, we went and drank some more. We can still be cool afterwards, but I'm about to show you that I'm the best at my craft. I just
was it for
rap beef didn't start. Rap beef didn't start in 2024. Money. J. Cole knew what it was the whole time he was poking. So why the second that it got real, you got my pussy hurt. Come on.
I don't know. I again, you got your opinion.
No, but the thing is, I think you're misconstruing my opinion because I agree with you 100% on protecting your peace. But if you want to protect your peace, don't decide when you protect your peace because you were poking the bear for a long time, as recent as this year when you said if everybody is steppers, then everybody is breakfast, and I'm about to clear off my plate. Where was the peace at then? Oh, but then when it got a little shaky, oh wait, this ain't what I thought it was. No, you can't decide how somebody reacts. Oh damn, I wouldn't have got personal in the I wouldn't have got personal in the beef. Oh, you wouldn't get personal in the beef. But Kendrick wants to. Drake wants to. Yes, you have all the right to say, well, that's not what I came here for. Okay. Don't come up saying that you're ready for war anytime then, because you're ready for conditional war. You're ready for war with rules. The hip hop I grew up in, there are no rules. There's no rules. He wants hip hop with rules. Hey, I just don't. Let's not get personal. No.
But that same thing that goes for Drake as well.
What you mean?
Drake is trying to create rules and eliminate rules and all that
Well,
other type shit.
let's
Like,
be clear.
why?
Let's be clear. Both of them
Like,
did.
come on, bro.
Both of them did. Both of them did. Let's be clear. Drake did act a little feminine and didn't like some things, so he's asking for things to stop. But let's be clear that when Drake put out the song with Tupac and Snoop, Kendrick's camp is the people that went to them and said, "Yo, tell them to take that down." They both created rules in that beef. Let's not act like it was just Drake. Drake did do more creating. He did. He did look softer. He did. It did seem like he was more of the cease and desist guy, but they both did. They both did. They both did.
All I'm gonna say about the situation, bro, and to y'all who viewing, because me and him talked about this something before, but by difficulties, it wasn't able to savvy and keep. Be you, regardless of the outside noise. This is a perfect example how J. Cole felt, how that man is, the fact that he ain't want no piece of that, partake in that, be involved in that because that's not who he felt as being a man, and that is okay.
It's
The
definitely
outside noise, and what other people want, and what other people say, and what other people gonna do. Fuck all that. If it don't make you happy, and you are not all right with it, it's okay for you to say no.
and that's why I
And
gave
if somebody
two
judge
sides.
you, look at you bad, or talk shit about you, or whatever the case may switch up on you and all that because you decided that whatever the case may be, that situation or interaction, encounter, whatever it is, wasn't for you and you stepping back because you're looking out for yourself,
Never feel
kudos to
bad.
you.
Never
And
feel
fuck
bad for
everybody else who
never
have
feel bad for choosing you.
a
Never
problem
feel
with it.
bad for choosing you. Never feel
But
bad for choosing
again,
you first.
this is entertainment. And the aspect of me and you and everybody else watching, we don't know all that what we see now of what they was pushing and the money that it made other individuals on the aspect of that shit could have got seriously real. They didn't care about that. It was for entertainment purposes, but making them money. So again, it being entertainment purposes, who I am before I put on whatever hat or whatever suit that I'm, or whatever outfit I should say, that I'm going to feed my family and take care of what's going on behind me. How I am as a black man, I ain't gonna say in this country, but as a world, what makes and keeps me functioning on a high energy level and frequency. If I ain't with it, I ain't with it. I don't care if you like it or not. And if you decide to change up, not deal with me, or say, hey, money acting different. No, I ain't acting different. I'm taking care of me. Because when it's all said and done, if you don't take care of you, who gonna take care of you? When it's all said and done.
Don't cry wolf then. Don't cry
Yeah,
wolf
you're
then.
right though. But I get what you're
That's
saying.
my
I
only
get what you're
thing.
saying.
If Cole
But
just
I'm
was the
saying in the
calm
aspect,
rapper
it's
on the side.
entertainment, bro. It's entertainment. And again, like I
Cole is
said, me
Cole is
having a couple
entertaining. Cole is
years over
entertaining.
you,
Cole is entertaining when he's not
the
throwing
music,
jabs. Cole is entertaining when he's not throwing jabs. Kendrick is entertaining when he's not throwing jabs. Drake is entertaining when he's. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do what they did. They all chose actively to occasionally throw little jabs at each other. They chose that because they knew that in today's rap game, hey, we probably are the three guys. We are the three guys. So you know what? I think just no matter what they had personally, Jay Z and Nas was going to go at each other no matter what. Their personal stuff made it better, but no matter what, because in New York hip hop at the time, it was Jay Nas. In worldwide hip hop right now, they feel like that's legit the big three. Although Future should be in that big three, it should be a big four.
I
But
was just about to say,
but
Kate. I was gonna ask you about,
because they
people
feel
be
like
talking
they are a
down on my
big
man
three,
Pluto.
because they feel like they're a big three, in a way, I can throw shots at this dude. I want to let people know, y'all still think I'm better than you, Kendrick. Hey, I still think I'm better than you, Drake. Hey, I still think I'm better than you, J. Cole. And quiet as kept, they all do. Uh, Within the beef, I did notice that at one point, all three of them addressed all three of them as the big three. Every single one, all three of them, J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. Kendrick said, "It's three goats left, and I see two of them kissing and hugging on stage." He's acknowledging that he believes that that us three are what moves the needle in the culture today. And because of that, that's the only knock I have on J. Cole. Again, I agree with you. Please don't think that this is BG saying I don't respect the man decision from J. Cole. But the hip hop decision, the hip hop fan, I'm more of a fan of him protecting his peace than I am a hip hop fan. Let's be clear. But the hip hop fan says, bro, come on, man. Just get this friendly fade out the way. It might get nasty. It might get nasty. And it might not be who you are, but you don't have to. Wait, here we did J. Cole have to dig up dirt on Kendrick to make good music? That's what I'm saying. He didn't have to get nasty. Maybe he thought he was going to get nasty, but he didn't have to. I just, as a hip hop head, man, I just really hold the guys that I think who pen is amazing. I hold them to a standard of, yo, no matter what the scenario, they gonna outbar you. He gonna outbar you no matter what. You can have a funnier joke, you can have a catchier song, but he's gonna outbar you. And I thought that from Cole, man. I really, really wanted this dog because I feel like it'll still be going on. I feel like it was Cole and Kendrick. That shit would have went for like 4 years. I would have loved that. But we ain't gonna
I'm gonna
get it.
say something and then let it
Salute,
be.
salute though, Cole. Salute, because like I said, I'm
How you
100%
know?
about peace.
How you know it ain't happen? It ain't happen behind closed doors, man to man.
We
Them
don't,
two.
and we don't,
Exact.
and I use that I use that scenario with Luke yesterday. We was talking. I said, dog, but both of our scenarios are ifs. Both of them are ifs. Because he said, well, why your if more likely than my if? I said, it's not. We both just said ifs. What if it? So we don't know, man. I like what it was for hip hop. I like that Cole, Drake, and Kendrick can still be relevant in the culture after. You got a lot of people that have a part of my argument. Remember, I said I agree with you, but a lot of people have a part of my argument where they say, "Nope, I can't look at Cole the same way." Okay, that's cool. But no matter what, Cole is still going to make great music and it's going to be successful. Drake, I'm gonna look in the camera. I think I've said this on at least 3 episodes already. They keep making me do it because I'm a Drake fan. Drake, you lost. You lost. So I can say that comfortably. But Drake's still gonna move the needle. K. Dot, you won. You're gonna still do. So they all three of them gonna do great things in the future. So that's all I'm here for is for them to just keep thriving. And that's it, man. Seriously. Man. Go ahead, man. I don't know if you saw this week, man. Young Dro and T.I. was on the Breakfast Club, and Dro really got, I don't want to say he got emotional, but he was about to give the real. Like he was literally saying when he was at his lowest points, when he was battling with drug addiction. And while he was saying it, a dude in the background was kind of like laughing at the things he was saying, like, oh yeah, I was this, I was that. And he in the background laughing, and Dro like, yo, what's so funny? Um, and it really bothered me when I saw that. And it didn't bother me, one, the way Bro responded, because I expected somebody to respond like that. It bothered me because when us as men try to let down our wall and open up and talk about, all right, this is, you know what, I am human. There's been times that I've been alone. Been times that I I get in my own head. There's been times that I cry or I struggle with addiction, i.e., drugs. And the guy just laughing in the background really struck me a bad way. It's like, why is it that we laugh at the pain of a black man? Yes, we definitely celebrate the rising. Like, man, you went through a tough time and you was able to pick yourself up out of it. But why is it that when you talk about it afterwards, is it such a joke? Like, I'm trying to let you know that, hey, I too hurt. I too have feelings. I too have bad days. There's times where, hey, I don't know if I want to be here. Why is it that, all right, one, we can't be that vulnerable to show our insecurities or our bad times when we was at our lowest, but then when we do it, it's a laughing matter. And I hated that. I hated seeing that. Why is that, man? Why is that in our community like that? The second somebody really start breaking down, look,
I'm
man,
gonna say something.
I'm a
I'm
human
gonna say
being.
something.
We get
I'm gonna
looked
say
at weird.
something and then touch on that. You know, I thought I was Superman until I went deaf. This is what I just said. I thought I was Superman until I lost my hearing. Until that seriously affect my everyday life to where everything is spinning and I can't hear. I hear all this ringing in the inside of my ears, but I can't hear on the outside. I took that personally like I was weak, like it was something wrong with me. But in the beginning, when it first happened, I'm telling people like, "Yo, I can't hear you," and they, "Oh man, you can't, you can hear." Like they're looking at me like I'm lying to them. That was a vulnerability that has become very relevant in my life right now, and you know personally, and
Mhm,
only people close to me know how it is that where I'm not who I used to be. But the thing is, we've been lied to as an aspect that we're not supposed to be human. We're not supposed to go through shit and have emotions just like everybody else, have our downfalls like everybody else, have our staggering moments like everybody else. We're human just like everybody else.
mhm. We
But
talked
how
about this on our
society,
Father's Day episode. How we
yeah,
not allowed to.
how society pushes everything as in the black man is supposed to be the toughest thing in the world and not be human. Yeah, we have to portray that image in society, in public, and around those because the fact of us being vulnerable, these other individuals don't process and realize that we're human just like them. Or with the homeboys, you say with whoever you cool or close with. If they not family, then that approach and their comments would be different. But then you got to set them straight. So back to what you just asked about
Re- can I comment on one thing you said though, real quick before you continue? But I think the issue is that we do act like we do put on that suit of armor in public in everyday life. We put that armor on and hide our wounds, hide our true emotions so much. So although you gave your point and your point was amazing, but then I think the point you were trying to make about one portion of it, as far as us, hey, of course, when it's all said and done, we gonna be strong and we gonna. I think that's the issue, money, is because we hold on to it and we don't show our emotion. We when we get out in public, we put on this persona as if everything's okay, man. It's crazy. I don't want to go to the end of the show, but it's crazy you brought that up because one thing I wanted to end the show with today is by saying, yo, check on your strong friend. And when I say check on your strong friend, that guy you always take your problems to, that guy that always seems like, oh, he's doing good. Oh, he's doing fine. Oh, anytime I need advice, I can go to him. And even when I'm not going for advice from the outside looking in, he looks like he got it all together. I'm a challenge everybody that's watching this. Text him or call her or text her and ask them how they're doing. I find myself in this weird spot a lot of times where I feel like I've always tried to be a solid mother. Like you know me. I always try to give people the same thing they give me. If you show me nothing but loyalty, I'm gonna show you nothing but loyalty. I'll give you the coat off my back. If I got $5 and you need four, I guess I got $1 left. I've always tried to be that way. And a lot of those people that lean on BG for advice, for yo man, I'm in a rut. Hey, I'm doing bad with this financially, or even if it's not finances, it's just yo, I'm going through a tough time. And man, I got one friend. I won't say his name on here, but I got one friend that a lot of times when he calls me with like his issues, and I always love being that shoulder for him to lean on and that ear to listen. But a lot of times when he called me, he always, I don't want to say he always, but it's times where he'll say, "You just don't understand. You got you got a family, you got kids, your mom, dog, everybody supports you." I said, "Dog, yes, I hear what you're saying. That some of the things that I have in my life can kind of make you slightly envious. But trust and believe, I go through my ups and downs too. I have bad days. I have days where I don't think that everything's going right, and I think everything's going wrong. But because I put on that facade of, yo, I'm everything's good. Yeah, I got you, and I can give that good advice. People don't always check on a quote unquote strong friend. Check on your strong friends, man. Get your strong friend a call. That guy you call every time something's going wrong in your life. That guy that's always there in your time of need. And I like I said, I don't mean financially. I mean it could be I need a ear. I need a shoulder. I need just somebody to hear me. Check on that guy. Check on that guy this week. Uh and just see how he's doing. Because a lot of times they will listen to you and have all
We
the advice.
deflect. We
Mhm.
deflect.
Yep.
So to say that I'm one of them. As BG is known, you've been knowing me however long we've been knowing each other. That I've always put everybody before me, family included.
Mhm.
Even if you simply associate it, hey, you good. Like, but again, those like you said, that strong, the motherfucker that you call, you can depend on no matter what. We go through shit just like everybody else do. So when we number one, excuse me, we're not gonna let it be known that we're going through something. Number one, we don't want the pity party. I said number one twice, but
And number
three,
one, number two.
number three, we don't want none of them issues to see like we're a burden or we got like you gotta change up what you gotta change up to deal with us. No, but we don't do that with you or anybody else. No matter what we're going through at the time, if you hit the line, well, it's face to face. Hey, bro. Hey, sis, I need you. Woo out the win, and boom. We go in automatic protect and make sure you good mode. That's in us, but it's not in us to be asking or broadcasting when we go through the same shit that you go through,
If not worse. If not worse.
if not worse. Right. And then even worse on the aspect of things, just so you take this with you. We what we going through and how what it is we're processing it at the same time and dealing with what any and everything else is going on. But where's our replenish? Where are we? Where are we getting the energy that we need to recharge. Where's our purge? Who can we go to do what you do or speak on how you speak and we got it for you? You know what it is? It's self. You looking in the mirror, it's you by your lonely. So you got to do all that and helping others, and then you got to recharge and deal with everything that you got on your own by yourself. So when people choose, the strong people choose to distance themselves and say, "Hey, not right now." How dare you come out your mouth? Or you acting different, or you putting what you got going on them. If they got what they got going on and they said not right now, that's what it means. Stop being selfish. Everything is right now in today's world is the microwave era. Me and you was talking about that. Everybody want everything right here, right now, and they want it for themselves only.
And
They
then
don't
on
look
to the
at
next one right after it's over.
yeah, they don't look at okay, emotional intelligence, being able to read the room, being able to read the situation, know who you talking to, when you talking to, knowing that somebody else is going through something. So you be like, hey, let's not me make it about me. Let me see if I can be of assistance to this individual, if I can help them in any kind of way. That's what lost that. Everybody me. If you only about self, you would never get far in life.
Right.
I used to put any and everybody before myself. And I'm damn near one of the richest men in the country. I said one of the wealthiest men in the country. And I ain't even talking about finances. I can call whoever I need to call at any time of the day and be like, hey, bro, sis, hey, look, say less. You know why? And what I'm about has always been solid. And I've been the person to get my shirt off my back or whatever they got going on, I'm with it. We family. And just another thing to say to y'all, I don't, as BG used to, he would get on me when I said it, but then he realized when I said, we don't have any associates. It's only family or people I fuck with. We don't have friends. Friends and associates are meant to let you down. When you have family, no matter what it is, how it is, when it is, they're going to show up. And if somebody ain't willing to show up for you when you need them, then look around you and shake that shit off and move along. I say I
Uh,
could do bad by myself and alone even better. And people take that personally when I say that. Like, what you mean? Cause what I'm putting into this, I go all or nothing all day, every day. If you not on the same thing, on the same frequency and the page that I'm on, why am I dealing with you? Because it's a waste of time and energy.
that goes back to
I
our
can't get
this
that
whole
shit back.
conversation. Protecting
But
your image,
anyway,
protecting the people that's
but,
around you,
but anyway,
protecting who you
saying that
decide
to
to
say
be in your
this,
circle.
you people that's out in the world, that you feel that you're alone, you're never alone. Find somebody that you click with and have those talks. Have those talks. Because it's better when you let it out than when you hold it in and you're by yourself and then you want to do all other type things. Or you have those thoughts, excuse me, to do other type things.
That 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 that
Everything right
that's
now,
that's
social
it.
media and everybody like worried about followers and worried about people that they don't even know. They don't even know. And your kids. If your kids upstairs in the room or downstairs in the room on a tablet and all that, and you don't personally interact with your child, you need to do better.
You said one
You
part
need
that
to do better.
really sat with me. I know I said make sure you checking on your strong friend. Hey, strong friend, reach out. reach out to people, man. I'm a very proud person, and I don't like asking for help. I don't like telling nobody I'm going through nothing. That's just me. Like you said, we just wired that way. That we got to move on and keep it going. And we ain't got time to worry about what happened 5 minutes ago. What's next? We've been wired that way. But man, if you're going through stuff, man, don't be afraid to reach out to the people that care, the people that mean the most to you. You a lot of times our pride gets in the way. Our pride gets in the way
And
of
ego.
saying, "Yo, I'm out of sorts." I got a phone call yesterday, man. That phone call really touched me, man. My brother Luke called me and he said, "Hey, man, I just wanted to make sure you're all right." And I wasn't all right. I wasn't all right, and I didn't know how much I needed to just let it out, just
Yeah,
talk,
right.
just talk.
Right.
Like I don't think Luke might have said 10 words. Luke might have said 10 words in that conversation, but I just needed to speak, and he let me speak. He was a good ear, and the conversation went well. So don't be afraid to say, you know what, uh, break that stereotype that me and Money just brought up when we said we're just wired to be a certain way. We're wired to act a certain way. Sometimes you just need to say, you know what, I just need an ear. I need a shoulder to cry on. I need somebody to talk to so that I can maybe get some clarity on the situation or just get it off your chest. Even if it's not, hey, I need some advice or I need this or I need that. Just sometimes you just gotta speak. You just want to get it off, let it out. So I just wanted to leave that. I planned on saying something like this at the end, but because you brought it up, I wanted to just throw that out there, man. One, check on your strong friend. Hey, strong friend, don't be so proud to ask for help. Don't be so proud to say, "Yo, I need to talk to somebody. I need to see what's going on." Come on, man. You already said hi.
Wait. So I said, hey, Dad,
How crazy.
what we talking about? Let her
What
be.
we talking about? What we talking about? She is. I mean, she's on the intro, so I guess she has every right to be right. But yeah, man.
Finish your thing.
But no, that was pretty much it, man. The two things I wanted to take away that I wanted to make sure I said was, but for one, my strong friends. I know a lot of my friends look at me as their strong friend, but guess what? I got friends that I think are stronger than me. So to those strong friends, I would say, man, don't be too proud to ask. Just yo, man, I'm going through a rough patch. I'm going through a rough week. Hey, I just need to talk to somebody. I don't even know what I want to say, but I just want to say something, and it be needed sometimes. And you'd be amazed how good it feels after you. Because like I said, the conversation I had was with Luke yesterday. I didn't even know I needed it. I didn't even know I needed it, and it felt so good when I was done.
Well, you should be the closer, but I'm gonna just say this: if you choose to say something afterward, then close it out, and then everybody else take this and run with it. Don't let your ego and pride get in the way of you being human, man, woman, whichever you are. Like he just said, if you need somebody to talk to, or you need some help, like let it be known. And then what my mama told you, and then you got on me and said, hey, when somebody helping you or somebody want to love you or be there for you how they want to be, let them be that and don't be, you know what I'm saying, like caught up in yourself and thinking that, you know, somebody gonna judge you or look at you different. And that's the third thing
Mama
that I
always
want
cursed me
to say.
out when I don't accept it. Mama always cursed
Being
me out when I don't
vulnerable,
accept that love, dog.
being vulnerable, embrace that. That's part of life and being human. If you don't have those that's close to you or family that you can be vulnerable with, man, get them motherfuckers away from around you. For real, for real. Because you're gonna either implode or explode. And both of
Not a
them is
pretty sight.
bad.
Both of them bad. Not a pretty
Both
sight.
of them bad.
Not be a pretty
Love
sight.
you, bro. Hey,
Love
look,
you too, dog. Dog, this was
we
wow.
on
How
what we talk
we
about.
started off with
Hey,
power and
listen,
we got real deep for a second. My bad, dog. I
listen.
didn't mean to get deep.
I love this
Let's get
man. Like, like he was born after me in the same family. Like family ain't always blood. I love his kids like they're my own. I claim him as my own, and my nieces and my nephew. His wife, I love her dearly. But it's in the aspect of any and everything, y'all watching this man podcast, the man is like being on some authentic, solid type things. Yeah,
Always
he
gonna be
speak
me,
about
bro.
sports and other things and bring it all together. But listen, everybody got a voice. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Don't be caught up in your biases or caught up in your own shit and so that ain't for me or I don't. You know what I'm saying? Process everything. Everything is a
Somebody
lesson.
told me that. Somebody told me that too, buddy. It was funny, man.
Everything is a lesson.
You know
It might
how
not be for you, but you might not know that you might get some up out of it. Not to cut you off, good brother.
say it again. So, no, I'm glad that you cut me off from cutting you off because that's what I told.
Like
You
it
know how
might not be for
you
you,
know when
but
I
that's
drop,
not saying you're not gonna get something from it.
it could be one gym, and
Right.
you don't even realize it's a gym. I sent you know how when I put my episodes out, I usually text it to like everybody I know. Even if you don't watch it, just go like it. Maybe you'll watch it for 5 seconds and you might like it. But I sent it to one of my homeboys' wives. That sounds weird, but me and her are like good friends. What? Like she's like one of the bros.
Y'all got a
Like
connection. Y'all got a
like
vibe.
she like I could talk like I could sit and have like barbershop talk with her. Like we
Mhm.
talk sports, like all that stuff. So I sent it to her. She's like, "Oh yeah, I'll try to check it out tomorrow. I don't think what you talk about is really my cup of tea though." And I said, "I'm not saying it is your cup of tea, but
Right.
you're my friend, and you know that I do usually have a lot to talk about, whether it be right or wrong. I do usually have a strong opinion and can give a very articulate opinion about a lot of things, a lot of things. So just give it a try and tell me what you think." And then about I want to say 2 episodes later, I had sent her 3 episodes in a row. 2 episodes later, she sent me a full list breaking down like every segment that we did. And I was like, "Oh, you really watched?" She was like, "Yeah, I was very entertained." I said, "That's what I meant." Yes, the people on the screen might not look familiar. Yes, you might not agree with everything we're saying, but I don't make a podcast. I don't do my podcast to have everybody tell me say yes or that was great. I want to be great, so I want as many eyes on me as possible to tell me, "Hey, yeah, you ain't too good on that," or "I wouldn't have touched on that." So, dog, you never know, dog. And the amount of people that have come to me over the last 6 months that I've been pieing and telling me, "Hey, dog, that episode was blah blah blah," or "Oh, I really like, boy, he be having crazy takes," or "Hey, man, buddy be getting deep." I That's all I want. I want you to realize that I surround myself with nothing but solid individuals. I try to. I mean, people slip through the cracks. Yes, we all make mistakes, but I try to surround myself with solid people and solid people that are on the same path as me. Of yo, I got a little bit of game, and before I leave this earth, I want to give that game and give my experiences in life. My story might not be interesting to 99% of the world, but somebody care. Somebody care about my opinion. I think the best thing about BG is I take it back. I don't want to say it's the best part about BG. One of the best things to do is realizing you're ugly, but you're somebody's type. You're not gonna be for everybody. You're not gonna be for everybody. There's no human being in this world that is liked by everyone they've ever encountered. So when I thought about it, like I said, I was like, what's a cool ass way to say that? And yo, you might be ugly, but you somebody type. And that's all I do when I do my podcast. Look, everybody ain't gonna listen to me, but somebody fuck with what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Might not be everybody cup of tea, but until you sip it, you won't know if it's for you or not.
Damn, I ain't
Just
sipped
like
that.
your ears. Just like your ears. You could be listening and not tuned in, then you hear something that catches you, and you're like, "Oh, wait a minute, hold on." So hey,
That's
it don't take a little bit just to see, then you will know.
I was a
But
person that was turned off from church, money. And well, you know how I feel about my church in San Antonio. I was turned off from church. I didn't think church was for me. I still believed in God, but I didn't think the action of going to church was me. And then one time
no,
of me,
we we
one time
we
of me hearing my
we
my current.
we gonna catch that on another episode because
Oh
we ain't
Lord,
got because
hey, he
you
don't want to do
saying
it.
that
He don't want to do
hey,
it. Hey, I
religion
was
was
I wasn't, but this is the thing. I
brought to
wasn't.
control, man. But
You
anyway,
know,
I love
that
you,
I would
brother.
never. I'm never going to push it on anybody. I'm just saying
All
that was
you
an example
watchers,
of I thought I wouldn't want to do it, and then when I found the right person to tell me something, I
yeah,
like it. I like it.
all the
So man,
watchers,
oh
find your
yeah,
niche,
I was just about to say.
find your
Can
niche,
you please?
zone in. Those around you that say they love you, they gonna support you, good, bad, and the ugly. And if they don't, like I said previously, get the fuck rid of them or get from around them. But find your niche. If it's somebody you trust, speak and let what you need to let out. And then love those that love you. Don't love nobody that don't love you. Because it's a waste of time and energy. And those are two expensive things that you could never get back.
Can't get none of that time.
So, hey, as I say, only way is up. Love
For
my
life.
dog. And more to come.
More to come. Hey, you already know what it is. This BG what we talk about episode 15. This has been BG. This has been my brother Money Dog. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate you if you didn't tune in. We just here to chop it up with each other. We out.